I will see you for yes, I'm a Kwabas from Kokraba counseling time with Counselor DY Donkoh. And then send your medin can you know a marital and relationship solutions. It's coming home now. Yeah, my counselor, Akwabas from Kokraba. Papa.
Hello.
You're very your first story for tonight. We are doing 3 stories. Now you're the so at the counselor send your medin can you know. With our first story for tonight, it says, Auntie Valerie, I'm a young woman in her late 30s. I am financially sound and I have always enjoyed alone time. I haven't received direct and indirect pressure until now. The pressure is coming from all angles, including family and friends. Auntie Valerie, I have dated twice, and all relationships, after a deep retrospective, I realized majority of it wasn't my fault. Because the last thing for me to think is to be the cause of my unmarried state. After mentally preparing myself to be ready to go into the dating pool, the people I have now are people I want to do a disservice to. I want counselor to help me. I want to know if it's right to tell friends that I am single, and that if they know anyone who fits the vacancy in my life, they can hit me up. Does that make me cheap or desperate? Because I don't want anyone making me feel bad for putting in this effort. And if possible, can counselor share how to start the search as a woman without going electronic? Thank you. Right. Inti natural say why baba wa wesi so you can if you duasa natural 30s mo natural say we would ni sika sem koye oye okay na nsan ya afa we hu say as we receive direct and indirect pressure hu say obekọ we de ni aye na da be hu so e obekọ name ye twen wo me ba ne so openua indirect and direct messages coming through. Na watena se ohun de pressure na e ba ni nyina no watena se wadeti mpre no na otena se no ohun se ohwehwe relationship no mu no ompese be yete se de ase eye ono enti na relationships mienu na anya den anya adwuma enti watena se ohun baby a ono so e bia o wa fault a wo se oye ne ho adwuma kakra na sisi a no waye ready
okay
so pese wo date anasa wo pese wo twempra na sisi ano de wom ne se kwankora obefa so obehya ase wo busa se wo betimi aka kire ne namfofo anasa people in the workplace say or you single na se omu onimobi ono so ye single ono so aye na adwen so pese o worry ono so adwen mu da ho you know somebody does it make her desperate ade na opese wo ye no sa kwan opese ofa so de wura dating pool nim no ebema ya hu se ase ne ho pre na na ne ho kire na na ne ho abo ne ho so ana se kwan kroben won fa so onye why counselor oye obey kwan kroben na ususu se obey a ono so obetimi ewura dating pool nim just to get the right person at the right time without going electronic.
Na yemfi ase nka se it is not who said what, it is what I say to myself.
Right.
Na ncheremoni se enye de nipa dodo ka fa me ho no mo ka kire se minyini ye ka se minyini e won fie so a yanka se mintumiri kan ko wade san nyia minyinti. So number 1, your age should not give you pressure.
Okay.
Because if you allow your age to give you pressure, then you need to understand that you make mistakes without reasoning. It's as I say, obesho won fie societal pressure, obesho won fie parental pressure, obesho won fie friends who are going to give you pressure. Some will say it, some might not. But you look at yourself and it's like, oh, look at me. Me now before me classmate in ya wade.
Right.
Ebimu wade me koye. Akola bi kura wodi mechi be me ensan so wade won na no area na se me ya akachi. Ho na me tumi nua baby a wo tie me for say don't allow what they say to become pressure on yourself.
Okay.
Please love yourself than the words of men.
Okay.
Love yourself than what people say. Appreciate, respect yourself, and don't be desperate because you are looking at others and you are comparing yourself to them. Comparison is the thief of joy. The more you look at people, you compare yourself to them, the less you feel of yourself.
Okay.
Don't do that. Yes, sir. You'll be harming yourself than do yourself good. Ni peja ye ho akoswa ni e kire se wo kire se the comparison or what people are saying indirect or direct no eno ya ne kakra me kwa kwa yese onyini nti wompere na ni miriketuo mu wo se wakọ relationship mienum mienu no wura mu no wo se ankoyi.
Okay.
One tia se say there are no perfect relationships. Everybody is trying to make it work.
Right.
If you decide to work out, then you are working out for a good reason. For example, abuse, sexual abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse. You understand? We know what to one or bow or one day or bad. Then you feel like, no, I don't deserve where I am. I should be able to respect myself to work out. Fine.
Right.
Other than that, there are little challenges. We being kitting kitty. One tea as said, there are no perfect guys out there. Nitobi wa wushana mumienu ntawantawa kakra se mumienu mushede nhie muye ase wenti we ase ebi wa resolvable. You can sit and solve it and talk about it and then solve issues amicably between it and then move on. Ebi also ya na emfa, you can understand yourself to say emfa. Yeah, they are emfa, let's work out. But then she shouldn't blame herself too much. When you keep blaming yourself, you feel less of yourself.
Right.
And then you also kill your self-esteem. You're confident. You are breaking yourself without anybody saying anything because you feel like you don't deserve any better guy.
Okay.
Unya ne ope. Ema wo fa ne ope. To ope nka wo mpe no, ba do be fa ne saa. Cause enye ne ope.
Especially say all case or financially sound no.
Thank you. Then you feel like mama fa ne saa, mama fa ne saa. But the sooner the baby okra wo mpe ba wo hwe mfie no. Baby, I no mistakes be do be you feel like my fan is they are tossing me answer. I want to just take it point by point. They are tossing me answer. They say, well, don't pempen so she's actually made a decision.
Right.
Learn from the past to relationship. It's enough to make you a master of yourself.
Okay.
Learn from it, and now you say you are prepared. Number one, how prepared are you? Are you prepared mentally? Are you prepared emotionally? And are you prepared physically? And also, are you prepared spiritually? How prepared are you? Number two, how matured are you? Are you ready to accommodate the weakness of whoever is coming? Because the guy coming is not perfect. Or no so has issue he's dealing with. Ebiana or your trofo kakra. Ebiana the koko nye kakra. You understand what I'm saying? Ebiana suben bi one or you think kakra. Are you ready? Are you that matured to look at the guy and say, listen, I love you. And I'm ready to help you for us to work it out. So we could be general ya be free me no man run and be buy. So me want me name so.
Right.
And so it's not just about baby I do be me number for man yes say mason e won fie so. Name how prepared are you emotionally, mentally, spiritually and physically? And so if you look at yourself, I am not saying become fully spiritual. Psychologically, emotionally 100%. But at least you must be able to analyze yourself, sit and look at yourself and say, baby, I am matured enough. I think that there are few things I can handle. If you are not prepared from these levels, don't start. You'll be frustrated. Relationships are not for gameplay people. It is for mature, committed, serious people who are ready to marry. And yes, idea, only conform by that side, conform by that. Nice agro. Once you make up your mind, you are going to enter. Challenges will come, but we are not giving up.
Right.
Now, baby, I already know what say. Now, because one now for man here, is it not going to look like I'm too desperate and I'm running? No, it is not. Okay. What do now? Born now for man, say, yeah, ama. Chale busha guy be or you good or you discipline. I will sorry Yamia or yes serious. Who is ready to be a father and a husband, not a boyfriend? Actually. Only about Jack. Yes, is a there's nothing wrong. It's not written in the Quran. It's not written in the Bible. The down for say a sin. No. So it's your choice. You decide who you talk to. You can even tell your friends, their parents. There's nothing wrong. But also, it's not what they bring, it's what you choose. So understand that even though they are called to Facebook go cry at you, know, I need husband. No mutual application, but
right.
So at the end of the day, everything goes up and down, and it depends on you. Okay. So I want to advise my sister, please 2 hour community should be enough lessons to learn. And also, telling people you are ready for marriage is not wrong, but you need to understand that if what you want is not what you are getting, don't go for what they want. Thank you.
Let's read the second story. Now, yeah, the third one also atwaso pepepe. I say, I believe my friend loves my wife. Counselor and our amazing host Valerie, I bring you greetings from the west side of Ghana. My issue is very short and simple. I need counselors' advice as to how to go about this issue. Me and my wife are early birds. We got married just 5 months ago. We dated for 9 months before settling. I knew she was the right one for me from the onset, so I didn't waste time. She wanted to be convinced in herself before marrying me, reason it wasn't that fast. Now, a little backstory. Before I expressed interest in her, I told my buddy about it, and I asked him to take a look at her and give me his final verdict too, and he gladly accepted too. After he had an encounter with her, he told me outright that my wife is obviously an amazing choice. During our entire relationship, I could see how the guy will compliment my woman and always look out for her. I didn't take much consideration in everything because I felt it was more or less a brother looking out for another brother. He will come to me and tell me if I feel I am too sure about her, I shouldn't mess her up because she's a good girl. I would tell him not to worry, that she was my very last stop. Val, after marrying my wife, my friend is still asking of me from her as though he doesn't have my number. The rate at which he wants to come visit me has heightened. The accolades this guy will shower on my wife after every meal visit is just fishy. I don't know if I'm being paranoid. I want to ask my wife and warn my friend. I don't know if it's the right way to go. My instincts are never wrong too. Please help me, counselor.
Okay, so number one, let's understand that Ushia wa babema na odono openwa. Weshiane fufuro, right?
Yeah.
Unwade no yet. I mean, it's normal to talk to few people and say, Beshia give be a friend of Valerie. Charlie, get no ni. Sometimes you can show a picture to them.
Right.
Sometimes when you have an opportunity with all these friends, good friends. Na again na what you say, Charlie Valerie na America no ni. Charlie o padi bi pa yo ono ye closer padi. Utumi bona mani say Charlie boache. Girl no Charlie last we never own is Charlie. Benen Charlie your bon komo kakra party na say ye na say sorry what Charlie. You know smart major chaminia what no is beautiful.
Right.
But I have a problem.
Okay.
The problem I have is that I'm taking it from the lady's level.
Okay.
The lady has lost it. Reasons are this. Number one, once a brother proposes to you and you say yes, you build boundaries around yourself.
Okay.
And I have a problem seated here. A lot of ladies are losing it.
Thank you, sir.
They say yes to one man and they cannot build boundaries around themselves. No limits. And so you see that even an ex can coop in or in the tiba or frefre or sending message was simple. I'm a sister, you're just so pain. You understand me? Well, I just want to but still or entertaining other guys around, sugar daddies around, young men around. You know, as or the Adobe agro, you know, taking chances. But say what you see, yes, I'm will between your opportunity to the extent of inviting you to another place without the other guy knowing. Was so pet. Now why confused? So you know, I have somebody, but I don't know. I'm just confused. Now I don't want to me the dada. That's why I think like I just said yes to him. No, I think you have a problem. I have seen even married women who cannot say no to other men who are trying to coop into their yards.
Okay.
So it's like our jubem, what is ring? Now the boss, other colleague workers,
male colleagues.
That woman didn't want to grow. Now bakwenya kukudro shendikawa right uni baby. The first day I met you, I had a crush on you. Yes, we don't call him. I had a crush on you.
Jesus.
I had a crush on you. And I think that I love you. Obi yirisheka and yakukudro to me kai you had a crush on your benfua. Obi yire and your be no, do you understand? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Now when
yes,
yakukudro, the be a in your crush, na sister one so John wa okasa wontie na ye de like only kukra ko ofie na ga oba dwuma na ga you look so beautiful. Thank you. Kwamna, thank you so much. It's something I've not heard for a long time. Also, And so that tells me that you are a weak woman. And so for me, I'm not even taking it from the guy's level and then go to blame the friend.
Right.
I am talking about the woman who lacks discipline.
Okay.
She's not disciplined. She's not bold to proclaim and declare her love to this friend of his guy.
Okay.
To say that, listen, I love your friend and I don't entertain these things. You can't call me and be praising me. You can't call me and then be showing me affection, be flirting with me with that flirtatious attitude.
Okay.
And now you look nice. I like your leg. Wow. I mean, because you're too much. And no, we don't need this. So for me, I'm taking it from the level of I'm looking at young women who are not disciplined.
Right.
You understand? That will allow anybody to come into their years.
Right.
Meanwhile, when you will be that, close the chapter until then you can. So please, any lady that has somebody that you said yes to, and other people are entertained into your territory, you lack discipline. You are not a woman we can trust. All right, so let me move on to Bema now or Wabe Nikun. And said Obey Nikuno. Bema no yen down for no the party,
Yeah.
I think that he's not a good guy.
Okay.
No, Macambro for Bonnie. I don't think he's not a good guy.
Okay.
He's very evil and a very bad guy.
Okay.
Yeah, train prawa kan for Obama me. It's a Gideon be woo. My wadi no. And yeah, it's possible Christ me wadi in Konya ko mama to jem. Because we are very evil. Now, my wadi nevi. If you want to call me, you know my number. If you want to get access to me, you know what to do.
Yeah.
Because we've been partners before I got married to this beautiful young lady. Why do you then, from the chica, you are beautiful, you are nice, you are solid for my brother, Charlie. Anytime I see you, Charlie, I pray that I'll get a woman like you.
Sir.
No. When you're positive confession, when you're evil imagination.
Okay.
And I have seen a lot of guys who are connected to Obikun. How are you down for say, sir, Charlie, we hear you too much. Charlie, you do tell me about Yami more about to say, to me, say, Yami, mammy, or boy, or papa. I just want about what is what down for the year. What are you trying to tell me? If you walk with me and you talk like this, I won't trust you.
Okay.
That if you do, I don't quite say, or you didn't Valerie, Charlie. You won't pass Yami, mammy, or say Valerie. Hey! Ghana, haka cracky. One more about Valerie. What in it? Unim no. Unim subai. Then I won't know. That means that physically something about my wife attracts you.
All right.
That you like because you don't know her. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
What in the tiff or yediane yoni or yard yoni senior ma or prepara or domi. And I can say, Charlie. Then when we say, okay, nioma or yama go no, you wish you get a wife. But when you catch them and say, I wish I get a woman like you, when you don't even know my wife, that there's something physically about her that you are looking at the 29, you look, what is it? I need to be careful about you.
Okay.
You cannot be my best man. Yes, sir, you become a very bad enemy to me. So for me, I think that it boils out to two things. Number one, the bad friend and the bad woman.
Okay.
So the lady, as soon as possible, the gentleman should be able to question the wife, not the friend. Bogoto na down for no. Don't even recognize him that he exists because you're a weak friend. One way now, my wadi away son, catch our say, I want you to set a boundary. If you don't pick his call,
okay,
you block him. But when you there, Yanni say, is the woman ready to do that? If yes, good. If she is not, then it tells you how weak your wife is. Then the man must rise and start protecting all territories, all angles, so that you don't lose your wife sleeping with somebody else. So for me, the man should rise, become a husband and watchman, a father, a priest. Cover the family with your wings. Make sure you are strong enough not to allow anybody into your yards. And yes, sir, they are so he should be a man. He should stand, question the wife, and also tell the wife to block the guy. Don't call the guy. Me man, graduate say, me one I done for 12 years. Me also them me yere kasa. Oh, graduate be nyabode. Me yamao. On find say security. Won't find is a watchman. Say, but I have me, you're a so this is not your job, Cratchy. We are friends. That's all. You don't cross past my back. Go call my wife. Talk to my wife. When you even need, you go like, Kojo. August, I say, wow, I just got to check on you, Masuma. My can't say me to me in check. It's my wife, check, please. So we end up by saying that the guy should stand tall.
Right.
Make some decisions in the house as a man.
Right.
A man rules by authority, not by power. Women are empowered. Men, sorry, we command.
Okay.
So we reign from authority. Women, they are operating by power. And you can't compare power to authority. Bema, Jananaso, Yabema, Memma, or Bani, naturally, say, I don't like that. My friend costs you too much. I'm not ready for that. Also, so you should know better. Block him. And that's all. So that you can secure your home, secure your house, secure your walls, secure your children, and enjoy your family.
So what happens to the friend?
Right after the wife decide to block, if the wife will listen to the man, because some women are stubborn as well.
Right.
If the wife will listen and block you, the gentleman, you can also block your friend. You don't need any explanation.
Wow.
No, we don't write application for friendship.
Wow.
Yeah, that is me. We don't write application for friendship.
Wow.
You became my friend.
Right.
I made a choice because friendship is by choice. And at the point, I think that you are not functioning to the limit or to the capacity I want. I think that I can let go. Why? You don't have the right to ask me that. If you ask me, I can decide to explain or not to explain. Thank you.
All right, Auntie Nature said that's the second story for tonight. Now, Counselor Atimi Achidem Pepe, so we do not write application for friendship. So you can delete and also accept friendship at any particular point in time based on your growth. And you should know exactly which circle and also which circumstance you find yourself in Pepe. Chairman, I believe, Sir Counselor Amao, I know ye Pepe, and it's going to help you in your marriage. I love the part where he talks about power and authority. We empower women, men reign from authority. They control. That's beautiful. Hello, Auntie Valerie. We're reading the third story for tonight. It says, hello, Auntie Valerie. I'm in pain. I need help. I've dated my boyfriend for close to a year and a half now. We were planning on getting married by close of this year. Our families have been introduced and all the necessary things gotten. My ex-husband-to-be and I never had excessive calms. We settled any misunderstanding even before the sun sets. Now, my man had some friends of his come down from the States and he told me he had to meet up and it will be an honor for him to introduce me to his friends. I didn't decline. So after work, I got back home, freshened up, and he even ordered for Uber to pick me up to the location. Upon my arrival, I recognized someone I knew, someone from my past, but I kept my composure. Went ahead to say my hellos and was officially introduced by my man. The hangout was smooth, a lot of her laughing and hype and assurance of my big day going to be a great one. Now I thanked them, and since it was getting late, I asked permission to leave. I had work the following day. Now my man didn't hesitate and ordered a ride and asked that I call him when I got home. Auntie Valerie, little did I know that that was the beginning of my problems. My normal morning good mornings were blue-ticked by my man and my calls went straight to missed calls. I was getting worried. So I called family or people from his workplace to find out if he was okay. And they all assured me he was fine. I only assumed probably he was busy and would get back to me, but he didn't. The day almost ending, I tried calling and it was all left unanswered. I took permission from work and went straight to him, and his countenance was nothing to write home about. I asked what the problem was, and he said we will talk after work and that he was busy. I took it in good faith and excused him and went back to work. Close of day, we met true to his words, and his words broke me. He asked if I knew that particular friend from my past. I didn't deny. I answered in the affirmative. And right there and then he told me he can't go ahead with the marriage because his friend has had sexual relations with me. True, we had a thing, but it wasn't a serious relationship and it was in the past. My man told me that women are focused on men's future. Men, on the other hand, are focused on the women's past. The fact that a friend of his has been intimate, he's sorry, but can't get over it. Auntie Valerie, I love him. I don't know what to say again. Some people believe he wanted a way out and he has gotten one. How do I make him understand that it's him I want and it's our future that matters?
It's not about who you want, it's about who wants you. Sister, It's not about who you want, it's about who wants you. If the person you want does not want you, you cannot embrace him.
That's a deep one.
Onye ni kun. Oye nempena.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
And an enough for America, Canada, Germany, Hamburg, New York, Philadelphia, no wamaba. And yama ubeshia on the short time, he say it ended that Bakwa of America by or your ex in Canada.
Right.
Right? And a bearman called Wade Valerie, because say Valerie has dated one of
these guys
before.
Right.
And in the short time, it's at the end of the day. Well, it will do if you want to check on you the next day when you tell the Ofred you remember Ukoshiano. The short answer you remember. I mean, what's Shiano? That's scratchy. You've changed. What's happened as well? I didn't know Madame Fukojon Wadada in the past because it's about 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. Now, so, actually, your SS, no. And now the MBA school made a baby, and now you have a second year
university.
And look at she and I check crowd. Look at she that I'm by BB and you castle. As you know, so only madam for to me I call out that yeah, I'm not ready to marry you. This is a weak-minded man. And I repeat, this is a weak-minded man.
Okay.
He cannot think of himself. And once he cannot think of himself, he will always be thinking. He lacks planning and the ability to reason to see the future. When you lack the ability to see the future, you count on the past. You don't look at the future.
Okay.
Because for you, what has happened can still happen.
Okay.
But you see, it takes the wise to understand that I've made the mistakes and I'm ready to repair to get a better life. After 15 years, and I will be Shiami. What has it got to do with our now? Why won't you bonded dano? Tambono. Nato. Nafaboying. You know, sometimes we pretend to talk about people's past as if we are still living in the present.
Thank you, sir.
And the sad thing about those who judge us from our past is that they are in the present sin. But because they are not caught, they pretend to act as if they are still holy and they are walking with God. But a man who pretends to be right with God is getting it wrong. Many will be in a corner and I'm fire boss about the babon. Since a baby we are offering, they be no be rada, it be a boy jamine, it be a abortion, the young chinity, or she about takalika tasu. And we yen was one more quite sorry page in Yamidi, and no commerce capa. Temera will pay job 1 hour, yes, it will be yes, yeah. May you throw from me from a numpunka, Marcasima Bumatan, wow, 1 year bonded dano. What dear to war, one at all.
Obianto.
What if you told me you one? Yes, you can't sign about Coca is a kai, my fool be reader. And about Coca is a kai, me give me abortion, man. Jibacos kai, Radimia church of the Bagos kai, and Trump the kai. What yes, super so say, as human as we are, sin is part of us.
Right.
It takes his grace to be refound, to be graced, and to be unique. Don't judge people because of their weakness today. When you are not strong in your weakness today, you shouldn't pretend. This guy judging this woman, I'm looking at him, is pretending to be good. I know you're homosexual. But young chini dear, young chini dear, or no so much say, or no dear, or your cron. And I'm you busani say, maybe I will feel by say sister Valerie, and then they were down for be a dada 10 years ago. And we busa say Tikrachi, who sees so I will be 35, I will go 40. After now power day, and my daughter and I know my dad. Also, so is it not in your past? And I love something about God. His mercies are renewed every morning, every day. And so you cannot pass judgment on people that God has forgiven. True. So let's understand this, that the gentleman is not matured enough to deserve this beautiful sister I'm talking to. Sister Nibetimia, the same bomb. So be a fear yiribi. E catch and he say, Unjai Brano.
Oh, right. The
reason I'm saying this, maybe on the TMA.
Oh,
don't tell you. The reason I'm saying this is because even if this lady gives an opportunity to this man will take her for granted and will always fight her by referring her to her past. That son madam for be no die, son madam for be no die, son madam for be no die. Ah, and yet time na me no ho no me die. Esi kura na me nim person no ye wadamfo and now abeye wadamfo. What has it got to do with our now? And sometimes when men want to walk out, they look for a reason to step down.
Okay.
Ope baby aduane afa, ohwe bibi kakra bia na ogya kwan ne e be kokra na America for yakode na ma sister Mimi wa America. I just want to encourage my sister. So be you bold like a lion, bold like an eagle. She should be able to look at the brother and say, listen, what you have done has already killed my confidence. Now the thing is that the silence of the man is killing the woman.
Right.
That is how weak the man can be.
Right.
And so what I'm saying is that upon invite a gentleman out on an entrance, or so one card the own gyno. But bank one on entrance and say, I'm disappointed in you before you walk out. Just say, I'm disappointed in you that you are using my past to judge me in my present. What's your problem? 10 years ago, what's your problem? If you are not interested again, please go. But don't look at me and judge me from my past. When by the grace of God, I am saved in my presence. Thank you.